guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're watching Review It with Ree. Guys, I know, first of all, I just want to apologize because it's been a minute, like it's been a while, and I don't want to make excuses or anything, but like, to be quite honest, it's been rough. The girl has been breathing through the wound.
Uphefumula ngenxeba njengami means you are breathing through the wound.
That's the best way I can put it. There's no other way, like, that's all. But anyways, let's move on. As you know, I review series, movies, documentaries, you name it, if this is your first time watching. And yeah, let's get started. So the movie that I've chosen for today is called Malcom Marie, and it's on Netflix, and it's about an hour long, an hour 30 minutes. It's a drama romance, and it's directed by, I think it's Sam Levinson. I might be wrong, I might be right, not the point. So just like a brief thing about this movie, I can't even give you a brief because I'm going to explain the whole thing. So it's set in one space, it's black and white, and it's two actors, period. So before I start, I just want to say that people have been complaining about this show. So before I watched it, a lot of people like that know me and know that I review shows were like, hey, please review this show, blah 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 blah. And to be quite honest, I was not like interested, like nothing. I wanted to watch it based on the trailer, like the trailer sells it. But then people were like, I don't like it, they're just arguing, blah blah blah. There were a lot of like bad critics about it, you know. So from my perspective and my review, because we're watching Review It with Ree. So yeah, my review of it, personally, I think the directors were not trying to make a typical love story. Hence even the trailer says that this is not a love story, first of all. And yes, there are moments of romance, yes, there are moments of like, oh, maybe it's like about love, there's hope, and then they start fighting, and then see. So I'd give it a, okay, acting 10, like 11 in fact. The acting is amazing. Like Zendaya, sure. The guy, sure. Okay, it's only two of them. I just forgot the guy's name right now, and I know that's so unprofessional, but you'll excuse me. But anyways, those two are very good, brilliant actors. And the storyline, there wasn't really much of a storyline, if we're being honest. It's about a couple that are dealing with their relationship and they're having an argument, but it's an ongoing argument. So I raise something now and then I walk away, and then you come back and you raise what you want to raise. So it's all happening in one space of time. Like it's happening maybe within an hour, 2 hours, like they're arguing about this, right? And I think the reason why maybe people just didn't like dig it is because it's they tried to make it real. Like they try to make it look like a typical boring couple going through their boring drama. I think that's what it was. So, and people were hoping that it was going to be cute, roses and daisies. Yes, they will fight, but you know, you're expecting that typical love story type of vibe, and they didn't get that, and then it was tense, and then So I think I understood what the director was trying to achieve. But it was very intense to watch, I won't lie. Towards the end, I was just like, when is this finishing? Because I think I've analyzed this movie enough, and I'm upset. Okay, so seriously. But yeah, no, so yeah, it's just basically this couple arguing the whole time. But now you see, I think it was very important for people to pay attention to the conversation and not just be concerned that they're just arguing. Like the choice of words, the type of things they were arguing about were just very, very deep and very, very intense things. Like, and you just realize that, hey, I could actually also be in this type of relationship where this person like downplays how I feel about things, this person talks down on me, this person makes me feel bad about myself when I raise something wanna say something to this person, you know. There's even a scene where she's like, can I tell you something without you saying something rude? And then he says something rude, like, so he's just like, I feel like the guy, from my perspective, he's just an asshole. He has an ego. He thinks he knows everything, but he loves her. I think he does love her, but you know what they say about love, and she even said it, but I won't quote it directly, but that thing of once you know someone is there for you, you kind of like take it for granted, because you just know that they'll always be there. So you don't do what you used to do in the beginning when you were trying to win this person over, which I think a lot of us as people can attest to in relationships, that either yourself or your partner takes you for granted without probably realizing, or probably they are aware, but they don't get it. So yeah, that was deep, because I feel like a lot of us can attest to that, like I said. And also, like, they just like have toxic tendencies, which I think that's also something real and something that we deal with every day. That a lot of people in relationships that are hella toxic, but they stay because of loyalty, of the time we've been together, you know, a lot of reasons that wouldn't say are reasons, but hey, we do what we do, it is what it is. So yeah, and then I didn't like the guy, you know, because I was just like, this guy's horrible, like, and I think he's a narcissist as well, because he just talks about himself the whole time. Like, she literally looks like she's bored of this person, but then at the same time she loves him, you know, and she even mocks him, like, in terms of how he talks and stuff, you know. So that's where you see that, okay, this is a real relationship. Like, you know, you love your person, but they can annoy you. Like, where you look at them and you're like, Konje, why did I say I want to date you again? Like, remind me, because whoa, what you're doing is whack. But then you remind yourself that actually, you know what, you know, you fight with your siblings, you fight with your parents, so why do you think a relationship with another person is going to be different, you know? And I think that's another thing, we expect relationships to be so perfect, you know, no problems, but babes, there will be problems. I'm not saying like tolerate nonsense, toxic things and stuff like that, but I'm just saying relationships come with fights, the same way you fight with your parents, the same way you fight with your siblings. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, like, I think the gist of this is just that they were just trying to show us what a real or a normal ordinary couple goes through every day, yet they're not going to be so ordinary because he's still going to be some major Hollywood director, or that's where he's trying to go, or that's where he is. I was not quite sure, because, you know, it seemed like it was his first type of premiere of a movie, you know, and he's just breaking into the industry. And then she just like is that supportive wife that stays at home and, you know, supports her man. But now here's the messed up part. Like, you know, we can fight as people, but if there's one thing that I don't like, is that you use my shortcomings against me in an argument, or you use my failures or something that I've been through, in shortcomings in an argument, use it against me. Like, that's a low blow, and he did that, I think, quite a lot. And she even was like, went at him, like, she was rude as well, because she was like, dude, honestly, you can't go around and say, yeah, because Nina, I did ABCD, yeah, that's why I don't deserve love, for example. Like, that's what he would do. He'd literally be like, yeah, you want everyone to feel sorry for you just because you went through ABC. I'm not gonna say what the things are because I want you guys to watch it, but it was tense. Like, that guy's horrible. Personally, I would have dumped him like ages ago, but love is so what can you say? Yeah, no, guys, it was whack. And that girl also, I do feel like, yeah, she's just a walking mess. Like, she wants people to feel bad for her, I think, to some extent. Like, I don't think, and he said something very powerful, that she doesn't love herself enough, which I think is a very dangerous thing we can do, guys, as people. Like, in a relationship, if you don't love yourself, it's not going to work, like, at all. You need to love yourselves before you can love another person, because now all you're going to be doing is expecting that person to fill that void that you don't have of yourself, and that's a lot of work. I can't love you and then almost like teach you to love you. It doesn't make sense. So that was also another problem with Marie, and like, and I don't blame her, maybe because she's been through a lot, you know. She had a very tough adolescent stage of life, you know, so it's tricky. Like, I kind of understood why she was the way she was, but I think for him to use those things against her whack, toxic, red flag. So yeah, like I think that's pretty much it. Like there's not much to say about this movie. I think the acting was amazing, the camera shots were great. You know, I hated that it was black and white. But I guess the purpose of the black and white was just to show how mundane and how basic they're, like, how can I put it, like I was saying, that they're basing this basically on like your typical ordinary couple. So black and white and monochrome is just like bland, like it's just plain. So I think that's why they probably use black and white. What else? Like I think maybe that's also what set people off, was the fact that, I'm sure you guys heard that accident, Godspeed to that person. But anyways, what is this, like the setting being in one place, I think that was done also to perpetuate that whole boring, mundane, like I think that's why people were also like thrown off by the whole movie, because it's like they're arguing, they're in one place, like change of scenery at least so that I can be interested. And yeah, like I said, I really think people didn't listen to the dialogue, because I think that was the most important part of the whole movie, the dialogue. This director chose very strong, very powerful words and dialogue, and I think that's what we were supposed to pay attention to, honestly, more than anything, than be looking for this love story or this hope somewhere, because that was not what he was trying to give us at all, not even a little bit. But yeah, I don't think it was bad, like the way people were going on. Like personally, I actually liked it because I like things that are realistic. I don't like to watch something that I know this will happen on a typical Monday. Like that movie is a typical Monday for another couple living in Alex, living in Sandton, living in Rosebank, living in New York, you know what I mean? So I think it was very, actually not even, it was very realistic. And I think a problem with us as humans, we don't want to accept reality. We don't want to accept that that's what things are. We always just want to live in this fantasy, and I think that's where everybody missed it. But that's just what Ree's review, Ree's interpretation, Ree's observation. Hi, English saying what? I know you guys missed me, but hey, anyways, I'm back. I'm officially back. You know, I'm working on myself. I'm working on fixing my channel up a bit, you know, spicing it up, you know, adding that zaza, that rah. Understand? Yeah, no, hey, no, times were tough for the girl. But anyways, we're not here for that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you understood why you should watch Malcom and Marie. And yeah, I hope you can give me some feedback on what you think the directors was trying to achieve in terms of everything, acting, lights, camera angles, you name it, costumes, you know what I mean. So yeah guys, thank you so much. Please follow me on all my social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, the lots. And yeah guys, stay updated, stay posted, stay relevant, stay on. Bye. Two couples. Two couples. Always be simplistic, you know, look going on. I don't even get what I'm trying to say, guys. You guys listening me. And stay relevant, stay posted. No, I lie.